Hello, let's review a real observation from 7 miles across the ocean. There should be 10.5 feet of curvature drop. This boat at the forefront here is 3 miles from my perspective, and you can see the horizon up and beyond the boat, and the RV and that shoreline in the background is actually 7 miles away. You can see the horizon up above. Again, that boat is 3 miles away, and that RV and that shoreline is 7 miles away. There should be 10 feet of curvature drop. Look at the stump on the right side. I'll zoom in here. That's a large fallen tree. It's a stump. And let me show you this.
There it is. That's the Oxnard, the Mandalay generation, power generation. I'm filming directly to the right of that, in that neighborhood. This large piece of driftwood right here is visible in the shot. All of the rocks and the driftwood below it are visible. You can see the ocean's coming up. This is about a 6-foot rise from the sea level to where the driftwood accumulates, and then it becomes extremely flat up here. Now you can see from the perspective, you can see the street sign, you can see the RV, you can see the flagpole. That's a white flagpole directly behind it, and you can see this is the same perspective of my video with that boat, which was actually coming out of Ventura Harbor. So that RV right there is 7 miles from my perspective, and the boat that was in the video was 3 to 4 miles in the center of the perspective. You can see this. There's the white box. That's the train tracks, and you can see that rise right there, like right here. That rise that's in the video, that's actually the train tracks. And here we go. Here's the train.
Here's the Google Earth overview, 7 miles from point to point of my perspective. This is the alleged Earth curvature from a 6-foot observer height, 7 miles. The horizon should be 3 miles away, and there should be 10.67 feet of curvature drop, meaning that this entire shoreline should be hidden beneath the horizon at 3 miles. Okay, back at the map, one last thing I'll point out is here is my point of perspective, and the boat that was in the view, again, this is what we were viewing up here. Here's the RV, 7 miles away, 6.99 miles away. Okay, we were looking across the shoreline. That fallen tree was about here, and the tree that was along the riverbed was right here, and this is the river mouth. So I was standing right here in one shot further away, and then I was standing at the foot of the tree. This is about a 2-foot rise. It's just a very low area, and the train track bridge was right here, and here's the train tracks, and that's the perspective. Now the boat itself was coming out of Ventura Harbor. This is Ventura Harbor. This area here is 4 miles away. Okay, look at this. Here's your perspective. Here's the break wall of Ventura Harbor, 3.78 miles, and then this is the full extent of 7 miles all the way across. Now I'm going to show you that boat, that blue boat that was in the perspective is right here. It's called the Dreamer. It's a private vessel that you can rent in the Ventura Harbor by the hour or by the day. And this is not a ocean boat that goes out and specific to the islands or anywhere. It's designed to cruise around just the marina. And People will go outside the break wall a little bit on very mild days. They're not even supposed to, because it's just not that type of excursion. And this day that I took this video was 1 to 2 foot swell, so it was very, very small waves. And this guy just happened to come out in the middle of perspective. So again, he was 3 or 4 miles from my viewpoint, and the total distance all the way across was actually 7 miles. So there's supposed to be 11 feet of curvature drop in this area, and there was a boat in the center here, and we can see the whole shoreline along here, which should be impossible. So okay, so here I am at the underpass. There's the RV. This is the white flagpole. So I'm here at the Ventura River Group Campground. That's the flagpole, that's the underpass, that's the RV that's in the video. This is a very flat meadow. Right behind this tree is the train tracks. The train tracks are about 2 feet higher than the elevation of this meadow. Here I am standing on the train tracks, 13 feet tall, and this is 2 feet higher than the elevation of the RV. Here's a shot of the power generation station of my original video, and you can see across Ventura to where I'm viewing. Here's the boat again. Look at the height of the RV compared to the shore. RVs are 11-12 feet tall. The shore is 11-12 feet tall, and that you can see the train tracks right there in the middle. It's all very clear. Now the tree here, right in the center, that tree is very interesting. I'm going to show you why. This tree right here, right there, that tree I'm going to show you in my video that is fully in view, and is the sand underneath it is fully in view. I'm right at the Ventura riverbed where the river mouth actually comes out into the ocean, and that tree is like a foot or two over the sea level, which is obviously the riverbed level, because water is flat and is all the same level. But that tree right there, I'm going to show you in the perspective, is clearly seen, and the sand right in front of it is clearly seen. I'll show you. And you can see I'm literally at the seashore, and that tree is perfectly visible, and I'll show you that. Okay, let me get a couple other perspectives, and this is just amazing. This is just amazing. Okay, here I am at the water level again. This is the river, and here's the train tracks. These train tracks are very low. They're approximately 10 feet tall. Okay, one other key point is, let's look at the landscape. I showed you that big fallen tree from my perspective of the shoreline, and that's right here. You can see the end of the stump here, and this is the length of the tree. There it is. I was standing right here, and it's about a 6-foot rise from here up to this area. And remember, this is 7 miles away, so there must be 10.5 feet of curvature. And remember, this boat is the horizon line at 3 or 4 miles. So this boat here is actually the horizon line of the geometric spherical Earth. That's how the numbers work. Everything behind here should be hidden from this line right here up to this height of the railroad tracks is 10 feet. I showed you the train tracks. That was a 10-foot tall bridge, and you can verify that also because these RVs are 11 feet tall. So here is approximately 11 feet from the train tracks. This is the same elevation of the train tracks to the wheels of the RV, and you can see the height. And from here all the way down is the other visible area. So this with 10 feet of curvature, the horizon should be up here, and all of this area should be hidden below the horizon of the physical curving Earth. But it's not. Okay, again, here's that tree, here's the stump, and I'm going to show you another. See, this is the tree. And this is another key point. Look at this tree here. Look at the visible ground here. There's actually a person standing right here. Again, this is 6.5 to 7 miles from my perspective. That RV is verified as 7 miles. This is probably 6.5 miles, and as you go down the coastline, it's a little bit less, and I'll show you a couple of the key points. But this tree here, I'll show you that it is fully visible.
What a beautiful morning. So it's September 27th, 2023. I'm here at the river mouth of Ventura Point. I got wet. I ended up having to go across the river mouth and a little deeper than I planned, but let's go take a look at this tree. Let's look at the perspective. This tree is very distinct. You can see it's looks kind of windblown almost to the right. You can see these lower branches here. It's very distinct in the video that we can look at. So I am about a foot above sea level. Here's the water line. Okay. And there's the tree. And you can see the sand, and you can see all this debris and the sand in the forefront of the tree. So you can really see all of this, and this is only a foot or two of a rise. So there's nothing hidden. Absolutely nothing hidden.
Okay, quick recap. My observer height was 6 feet. The distance across the ocean was 7 miles. So the geometric physical horizon of a curving Earth must be 3 miles away, but it wasn't. That's right where that boat was. But we can see the shoreline, we can see the horizon up above, and there should have been 10.5 feet of curvature drop, but there wasn't, meaning the ocean does not curve. And that's awesome. This has been falsified. Oceans and water cannot curve. The falsification principle states that if something's falsified, you must eliminate the hypothesis and move on to a different hypothesis. And that's where we are in the world right now. It's just time to pay attention. Here's a oil rig out in the ocean off of Ventura, past 10.5 miles or 10.1 miles. The horizon's beyond that. And the geometric physical horizon must be 3.5 miles away, but it's not. This is really what the world looks like. It's a giant pond, and it's enclosed, and the water lays flat. This is the same map of the people that run the world and who are lying to us. This is a representation of a more accurate map of how the world actually looks, and it actually works. This is a salt flat. This is impossible unless it's a flat surface. So it's beautiful. God made us a beautiful place, and let's embrace it. Embrace what God and Jesus Christ has given us, and let's pay respect to his true creation. I wish you the best. Thanks for watching. Talk soon.